I was going home at night with my mom, talking about different things, when a black van came and 4 guys got out. They dragged me by my collar, and I screamed and tried to fight, but they never let go. I heard my mom screaming, "Leave her alone." One of the guys pushed my mom and she fell on the sidewalk, and I was so mad, I was furious. They opened the van, they tied my hands, blindfolded me, and threw me inside. The van drove for 2 hours while stopping at different places before they opened it again. One of the men got me out and took me into a house. When they took the blindfold off, I looked at my kidnapper and said, "What the hell, Trevor? This wasn't the way we agreed it would be done." And then Trevor answered, "Sorry, I didn't mean to push your mom, but she didn't want to let go. That woman is strong." I replied, "I just hope she didn't get hurt. You pushed her hard." Then he responded, "Sorry, baby." "Whatever," I said. "Where is everyone?" "I dropped them off. I wasn't going to bring them here." I turned off my phone and headed to the bathroom. I was stressed by the drama we had just created. I needed to take a long shower so I could relax. And guys, I'm not a bad girl like you're probably thinking, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. You see, it all started when Trevor moved to our school. Trevor was the cutest boy ever. And when I saw him for the first time, I immediately fell in love. I've never been in love before, so I didn't know exactly how it felt, but thinking constantly about the same person for an endless number of hours was a good indication for me. So I couldn't study, I couldn't focus on my lessons and classes. Sometimes I forgot to breathe when he was around. Yeah, that bad. I wanted to tell him how I felt, but there was this tiny little problem. My parents would never allow me to date. My older sister Amelia got pregnant at 15 years old. She and her baby are living with us. My parents don't want me to repeat the same mistakes, so they came up with this stupid rule. So I had to swallow my feelings. But one day, when I was having lunch in the cafeteria, Trevor came and sat next to me. I was nervous. Oh God, I hope I don't embarrass myself saying something stupid. He said, "Hey, Olivia, want to have coffee with me sometimes?" And I was like, "Oh my God, is he asking me for a date?" I immediately answered, "Yeah, sure." "Okay, cool," he said. "I'll text you a time and place." Then he gave me this amazing, 5-second kiss on the cheek and left. Ooh, I was shocked and kind of dizzy and shaky for 10 minutes. What just happened? 2 days later, I went to meet him at Lalo's Cafe, and he was just waiting for me outside. I met him just as we were about to go in. I saw my dad buying coffee inside. I turned to Trevor nervously and I told him, "Hey, can we go somewhere else? I don't feel comfortable here." Trevor felt that something strange was going on, but he didn't say anything. Trevor and I started dating in secret. I found out that he liked me a lot, just like I did. But stupid incidents like that kept repeating. I'd see my mom or dad or even my sister and run away. Trevor asked me, and I told him the whole thing. He went along with me for a while, but then he got tired of hiding our relationship. His birthday was coming up, and we all wanted to spend time with each other and do the things that we love. So he suggested that I speak to my parents and let them know how much I wanted to date and be sure that they'll understand. But it didn't go away. My father said angrily, "If you date anyone, you're going to be grounded until you're 18. I went to my room crying, and I told Trevor all about it, and then he came up with this kidnapping idea. "We're only going to scare him off," he said. "You're going to be gone for 2 days, and then you'll go back home, and then you can do whatever you want." I thought it was a brilliant idea. Trevor convinced 3 of his friends to do it. He took his father's van, and while Mom and I were walking, I sent them a message to come get me. I just hoped that my mom wasn't going to get hurt. She was pushed too hard. However, the next morning, I woke up to my boyfriend kissing me on the neck, and I knew that this was going to be the most amazing, relaxing day of my life. So I started kissing him back, and I knew that this day was the day I was going to go all the way with him. I wanted him so much. I whispered in his ear that I wanted him, and suddenly I remembered my sister and how stupid she was to do it. So I yelled at him to stop and got out of bed and turned on the TV. My picture was all over the news, and I saw my parents holding my picture and crying. They were asking people for help. "Please help us find our daughter," said Dad. Mom was sobbing next to him. We were at his beach house 2 hours away from my hometown. I felt bad to see my parents like that, and I looked at Trevor and said, "Maybe it wasn't such a good idea. I have to go back and apologize." Trevor didn't say anything, but then my dad said something on TV that blew us away. "We have $80,000 reward for anyone who delivers any information about her." $80,000? I couldn't believe my ears. Did my parents even have that kind of money? What? Trevor and I looked at each other at the same time. He said, "We're thinking of the same thing, aren't we?" I responded, "Yeah. I mean, I know that they'll be so happy when I get back that they wouldn't even miss that money. But I need it. I have so many things I need to buy." Trevor then said, "You have no idea what I can do with $40,000. I can buy 40 new Xboxes. More than that." I immediately replied, "Hey, you only get $20,000. These are my parents that were blackmailing here, and I'm the victim." $30,000, Trevor objected. I rolled my eyes. "Okay, fine, you get $30,000. But how are we even going to do this?" We started thinking about it, and then we had a brilliant idea. So we drove to the nearest gas station that was like an hour away from the house. Trevor took a picture of me showing only half of my face. We blurred it out a little bit so it didn't show the real place or whatever, and we decided to contact my parents with a fake name. So we called my dad anonymously after we recorded a message with a fake voice. For some reason, I was actually kind of excited. So my dad answered the phone. "Hi, who is it?" Trevor instantly played the message. "Hi, this is John. I believe I've seen your daughter someplace near, and I have photos of her. I'll send it to you, but you have to transfer the amount in Bitcoin." Dad answered desperately, "We're really interested in the photos, but the money was already given to another caller. Can you—" I screamed, "What? What? What?" Trevor hung up immediately. I yelled, "Who the hell is after my parents' money? Nobody kidnapped me." Trevor added, "Someone is lying. I said the only people who know about this are your friends." Trevor took his phone and sent messages to his friends, but they all said the same thing. We didn't say anything because we don't want to get in any trouble. Then who the hell took the money? We were thinking about it when we heard another horrible thing had happened. The newscaster on TV showed Trevor's picture and said that he was the main suspect and he kidnapped the innocent teenager me. I burst out laughing because I actually thought it was funny. But Trevor, on the other hand, was really pissed. He got scared and was like, "Okay, we really need to end this now. I don't want to have any kind of criminal record." So I went upstairs to get my stuff. We got into the van. We were driving back to the city when we heard someone in the back saying, "Hey you, stop the van, get off immediately." I looked in the mirror. I screamed, "Oh my God, it's the police! Oh my God, it's the police. Stop the van now." So 2 of the police officers were in the car behind us. Trevor stopped the van. Then we heard one of the officers saying, "Step out of the car and put your hands in the air." We were terrified, so we did what he said, but the police officer came close to Trevor and punched him in the belly and kicked him. Then he put cuffs on Trevor's hands and legs. He was in pain. I yelled at him. He didn't do anything. "Stop it!" But the police officer didn't listen. He pulled Trevor violently and threw him in the police car. Then he took me when I was crying and put me in a different car. 2 hours later, I was sitting in the police station sobbing. Everyone thought I was crying because I was scared, but the truth is I was crying because of what they did to Trevor. It wasn't his fault. My parents came and they rushed to hug me and tell me everything it was all going to be fine. But when we were in the room with the detective, I told him the truth. My dad was so furious and angry, my mom too. They told me to kiss the sun goodbye because I was going to be grounded for life. They yelled at me at how irresponsible and childish I was. But thank God Trevor got out. His parents were mad at him too. I guess we won't be seeing each other anytime soon. 3 weeks later, I'm still grounded in my room. My parents don't talk to me much, but there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about the money. Who took the money? I didn't dare ask my parents. They'd also find out that I wanted to trick them, but I was really confused. I mean, who the hell took the money? But then I was walking to the bathroom to take a shower when I heard my sister, Amelia, speaking on the phone saying, "Everything's set. I'll send you the first payment and I'll move in with you." Move in? Where's Amelia going? She doesn't have any money to move out of the house. She's working 3 jobs to cover her son's expenses. Then it hit me. I opened the door to her room and screamed, "It was you! You took the money!" She jumped and put her hands on my mouth. "Keep it down, you idiot!" Then she explained that she heard me talking to Trevor over the phone planning the kidnapping, and she didn't say anything at first because she thought the whole no dating rule was insane too. But when they offered the money, she called them anonymously and reported that she saw me with a cute guy. She gave them Trevor's description. She then added that she wanted to move out of my parents' house. I stood there thinking, ugh, what should I do now? And I found myself thinking about what Trevor said before. $40,000. Give me $40,000 and I'll forget about the whole thing. It's just fair. Don't forget that I'll be grounded for months. She looked furious, but she accepted. And now I can be grounded, but knowing that $40,000 is in my pocket, no big deal. I can graduate college.